Caffeine makes you procrastinate. When you drink coffee or an energy drink, your dopamine receptors are enhanced, which basically means that in your brain there's these little signals that make you feel good. Caffeine is basically a dopamine multiplier, which means that energy drinks give you more pleasure when you're procrastinating, like Monsters. If you drink a Monster, then video games are more fun, or if you have a Red Bull, then YouTube is more entertaining. You get the point. But the worst part is that energy drinks are fucking poison. When you drink energy drinks, they have a lot of sugar, and that sugar gives you brain fog. So when you're trying to work and you have an energy drink, that will give you brain fog and make it harder for you to work. When it's hard for you to work and there's a lot of resistance and you can't think and you feel a little bit lazy and you feel a little bit groggy, that's when you start to do the bad habits. When you procrastinate, when you go and binge YouTube, or when you start to play video games, when you scroll on Instagram on your phone, that's how that starts. Now, if you add caffeine into that from the energy drinks, all of that shit becomes even more pleasurable. So that you can see how this is like a fucking dark spiral. If you have an energy drink, you get sugar, then you get brain fog, then you procrastinate, then you add caffeine on top of that, which makes the procrastination even more fun. And then you just basically sit there for hours on end because you're having fun and you get lost in the fucking spiral of procrastinating. And the thing is, coffee can even be quite bad with this. When I first started using caffeine and started having coffee, I would always put a lot of honey in it. And honey obviously has sugar. So when I was working, I would sit there for like 30 minutes. The first 30 minutes would be fine. Then I'd have my coffee. And as soon as the sugar got digested and as soon as like the brain fog started coming in, instead of working, I decided to procrastinate because working just became so hard. Like I couldn't think straight. Whatever I did, I just like sat there like a fucking retard looking at my screen and I couldn't make my brain do anything. So I just wasted my time on YouTube. Sure, the coffee tasted better with honey, but it doesn't fucking matter what things taste like when my only goal in life was to work and make more money. And for you, think about the priority in your life right now. Do you want to taste nice energy drinks and like fucking have 30 seconds of sipping on an energy drink that feels nice? Or would you rather make more money? Like logically think about this. What gives you more dopamine? 30 seconds of drinking an energy drink or having money in your bank account that comes in while you fucking sleep? Like a business that gives you money while you sleep. So I completely avoid sugar when I'm working. My first two coffees are just black coffees. They have pure caffeine, they have a slow energy release, and I don't have any crash. Like, you know, with energy drinks, you feel really good as soon as you eat them, as soon as you drink them, but then a few minutes later, you fucking crash down and your energy plummets. With caffeine, it's more of like a steady increase, which is good because your energy is just more stable and you don't have to rely on like fucking 10 energy drinks and then like a fucked up dopamine system later on. So that pure caffeine in just black coffee makes work more stimulating because like I mentioned before, your dopamine receptors are enhanced, which basically means that if you are making progress towards your goal, if you're like making money in your business, or if you're achieving something, your brain is going to get addicted to that way easier because it's way more fun. And just on a side note, the reason why video games become so addictive is because the reward is guaranteed. If you fucking sit and work on, I don't know, in a fucking strip mine in Minecraft, if you just mine in a straight line for like 3 hours, you will get diamonds eventually. Like it's just guaranteed. But if you work on your business for the next 2 years, there is no guarantee. Like no one is going to give you money for that. Like there's the percentage chance that it's going to work is just not guaranteed. Things might not work out for you. That's why most people don't want to do it because the reward isn't guaranteed. But the reward in video games is literally fucking pixels on a screen. Like sure, if I strip mine in Minecraft, I will have blue diamonds in my inventory. If I play GTA Online and if I do a heist and then I spend like 3 hours doing the prep for the heist and I do the heist by myself, I'll get money in GTA Online. I can buy a car in GTA Online. But at the end of the day, it's just pixels on a screen. But if I work on my business and make money, I can quit my job. I can move out of my hometown. I never have to like work for someone else again. I have freedom. Like the rewards in real life are so much higher, even though they are not guaranteed. But if you start to use caffeine to get you addicted to making more money and working on your business and like progressing towards your goals, that's when the guarantee becomes a little bit more real. Like think about it, the guy who makes one video on YouTube a month versus the guy who makes 20 videos on YouTube a month, and they're the same quality, like they're the same type of video. Like a good example for this, imagine if Mr. Beast posted one video a month or 20 videos a month. The guy who made 20 videos a month would get more success and more money. It all comes down to how much you do. And the easiest way to get addicted to doing work is just using caffeine and using those dopamine enhancements to make more progress. And then if you make more progress, you get more dopamine. And if you use caffeine, you get even more dopamine from it. So it's just like a positive feedback loop. Making more progress gives you more money. And if you use caffeine as well, it's basically like a fucking XP multiplier. Click and watch that video. Goodbye.